to Chicago.
I see a lot of entrepreneurs that make the mistake of going in and talking to investors, and at the same time they're still really questioning their product, and they're almost asking for advice while asking for money. And that's a really big mistake. So I would tell anyone who's going in to raise money, you need to go in with a laser-like focus. And your investor will understand that your product may pivot, it may change, but you have to go in with a very solid product, and you have to know exactly how you're going to acquire your users.
Businesses take a lot longer and cost more to do than anyone ever understands or imagines. And so it's really about your time horizon. And so how do you raise capital or build the business to not need to raise capital, or better yet, use customers' capital to sort of help do this. And so one of the biggest mistakes that I see entrepreneurs do is, one, don't plan for a long enough time horizon, and two, when they raise capital, have it start to burn a hole in their pocket. They feel like they've got to spend it sort of before they figured out their growth model and their business model.
I was in love with the place.
So far, Simple Relevance has raised capital from a few local angels and most prominently from i2A and New World Ventures. The way that we really made the fundraising happen was building relationships with key partners at both of those organizations over the course of about a year and a half.
When you're finding a venture capitalist, I suggest 3 things. First, make absolutely sure to ask them if they are creating a competitor like you or talking to any of your competitors, because if you don't ask that, they might be, and they might not think to tell you. Secondly, go on thefunded.com and see how they come out in the rankings. You'll find a lot of data there. And finally, talk to other entrepreneurs to see who they've used and recommended.
Around Chicago, there's some really incredible angel investors that are out there looking for entrepreneurs that they can believe in. And I was very fortunate to find a number of angel investors through the University of Chicago and Illinois Institute of Technology.
We found our investors through a number of personal connections, and more recently we launched at Technori Pitch downtown.
And the most important thing that you can do is pitch all the time. So for the financing round that we've been working on lately, at last count I had given the pitch 52 times, and it's been working out fairly well so far.
Getting out there and networking with people, I think it's saying your pitch concisely and getting the idea to investors that this is a real pain problem that customers need solved.
I made a lot of mistakes.